What's going on, Quotation Nation? QuotebyLee coming at you with yet again another brand new Pokemon Sun and Moon Pokemon discussion video. If you haven't heard about the new trailer that has been released, then I will link it in the description. But we got a bunch of information, and in this episode we will be talking about the new Pokemon that were revealed. So if you are excited for this episode, go ahead and hit the like and share your thoughts on each of the Pokemon in the comments down below. So without further ado, let's hop in right to it. So first we're going to start off with the, as you can see here, we talked a little bit about the Alolan Rattata in the last episode, and now we're going to talk about the Alolan Raticate real quick. So first thing, right off the bat, the design. It looks silly, but it brings a smile to your face, and that's all that Pokemon is all about. I think if a Pokemon can make you smile, it makes you happy, you know, that's what Pokemon's about. It's a good design. He's a fat, like, mob boss Raticate. I don't know, he's just, look at those cheeks. He's been eating so much, he's getting fat. Still got the gluttony and the hustle ability, so not the best abilities in the world, but hopefully maybe get a good hidden ability. So he is still dark normal, which is fine, but let's take a look at his little bit of information we have here. So because urban areas are their main habitat, their diet is higher in calories than ordinary Raticate. As a result, they have become hefty. So these big boys are just gorging on great food with high calories and getting fat. Alolan Raticate prefers to eat only fresh fruits and high-class ingredients. There are rumors that a certain top-notch restaurant takes advantage of Alolan Raticate's taste buds by bringing it along when choosing ingredients to buy and having it test the new dishes. Alolan Raticate continually stockpile huge amounts of food in their nests. They mostly prefer to send out the Alolan Rattata to gather food while they themselves stay home in their nests and just eat. So this is like the Snorlax of rats. This guy is like, alright, go get your food from me and I'm going to eat it all. You ain't getting none of this. Alolan Raticate is the totem Pokemon of the trial that takes place in Verdant Cavern on Melemele Island in Pokemon Moon, which is the first island. It summons Rattata to help it confront those who take on the trial. Gumshoos appear as the totem Pokemon in Verdant Cavern in Pokemon Sun. So that's something that was in the video that we're actually going to not discuss too much about in this video, but there are certain Pokemon in Sun and Moon that are going to be the totem Pokemon. So in the trailers before, we've seen that Gumshoos was the totem Pokemon in Sun, but now we know that in Pokemon Moon that Raticate is going to be the totem Pokemon, which leads me to believe that the other totem Pokemon will have different counterparts for each game. So now let's take a look at the new Pokemon. So if it'll load, there we go. So this guy, we have Jangmo-o, or Jangmo. I don't know how to pronounce this guy's name, but he is the scaly Pokemon. Type is pure dragon. He's 2 feet 65 pounds with bulletproof and soundproof. So this is a really solid design. I really like it. It looks like a starter for a dragon. At first, I think this guy's definitely going to have multiple evolutions, at least one. I think that we're pretty much guaranteed 2 though, because I think Drampa only has a pre-evolution. I don't think Drampa's going to have multiple evolutions. But yeah, so we got this guy. We got Jangmo-o. Jangmo? I'm just going to call him Jangmo or Django. I don't know what I'm going to name this guy. He almost looks like Rango from that movie. But anyways, the top of his head right here is kind of like a heart shape. If you see it in the trailer, you see it a lot better. But yeah, it's kind of a heart shape there. Because he's yellow, I almost feel like he could evolve into an electric dragon, which would be cool. The only one that we have is Mega Ampharos, so having already a Mega, or having a electric dragon would be cool to add. But I'm not entirely sure. Maybe he'll stay on that just pure dragon type. Bulletproof and soundproof are pretty interesting because that soundproof kind of checks Hyper Voice from Mega Gardevoir and Sylveon. It's like completely checks it. What else are you gonna? I think it could change the meta. It's gonna. I don't know. People are either gonna be running Moonblast on Sylveon now instead if they're going against this thing. Maybe they'll still have the Hyper Voice, but I don't know. We'll see. So let's learn a little bit about this Jangmo. Ooh. So Jangmo has the pride of a warrior. Although it remains humble about its capabilities in its pursuit to become stronger, it never neglects its training. Because Jangmo uses the scales on its head for both offense and defense, it never turns its back to its enemies. Many trainers see this behavior in it and take it as proof that Jangmo is a valiant Pokemon. Jangmo gather in harsh locales like canyons where no other people or Pokemon are around to live together as they train. So these things are just in packs, training. They want to be the best like no one ever was. And they want to, I don't know, I think it's a solid design. Really, really good. I think that this could be the pseudo. Definitely could be a pseudo Pokemon. I think he's going to have really, really good base stats, especially his evolutions. I can really see this being a competitively viable Pokemon, sitting in UU or OU tier pretty easily. I don't know. I just really love his design. Let me know what you guys think down below. And then we have this Pokemon. So when I watched the trailer, I was like, What the heck? I have no idea. So this is Type Null. And that's the name. Its name is Type Null. And it is the synthetic Pokemon. So that means it was created. This thing is like Frankenstein's monster of Pokemon. And it's actually, if you look at it, he's got this kind of like watery looking tail. And then he's got purple, maybe representing poison type, and his hind legs. Green, maybe representing grass, or it's kind of like a teal, almost looks steel-like. But he is normal typing with the ability Battle Armor. Then he's got this mask and this giant axe on his head, and he looks really, really cool. I do love, when I first saw it, I was like, is this going to be some kind of like weird evolution? Because that's what it kind of reminds me of. That looks almost like a Vaporeon tail, except a little more jagged and sharp. I don't know. But it's Type Null, the synthetic Pokemon, and this thing is pretty crazy. So let's read up on this guy. So, this Pokemon wearing a mask has been dubbed Null, meaning nothing. The shapes of its front and hind legs are clearly different. The reason is that Type Null was constructed to synthesize the strengths of various Pokemon, enabling it to adapt to any situation. So it's very much like a chimera in mythology, where it's built up of a lot of different things and is extremely powerful. The mask fitted to Type Null's head is a piece of equipment designed to control its latent powers. It's extremely heavy, so it also serves to hinder Type Null's agility. So he's going to be a slower, powerful Pokemon. Probably going to have speed set of like 50, base 50, maybe base 60. To complete a certain mission, there was need of a Pokemon powerful enough to rival those Pokemon often spoke of in mythology. So that's what's really, really interesting. So the mythical Pokemon are like Victini, Jirachi, Mew, Celebi, Manaphy, those type of Pokemon. Pokemon that have really good base stats, all base 100s. And this guy, so first of all, it doesn't look like he's going to have any pre-evolution or any evolutions. He's just what he is. He was created to battle against those Pokemon. So he's got to have stats that are going to be equal to those. I can definitely see him being a physical attacker. Probably going to at least base 100 physical attack. At least, if not like 120, because his speed stat's going to be lower. They got to make up somewhere. And I could really see him being physically defensive as well. Maybe base 80, base 100. I mean, if he is supposed to rival, then I could see him being, base 100 health, base 120 attack, base 100 speed, maybe base 8, or not base 100 speed, base 100 defense, maybe base 80 special attack, 100 special D and maybe like 60 base speed, something like that. But I definitely know that he's going to be slow and he's going to be powerful, and he looks like a physical attacker, so I think that that's going to show through his moves once we find out more about him. But yeah, that's Type Null. What do you guys think about a synthetic Pokemon created to battle against these mythical, legendary Pokemon? I don't know. I think his design's really, really cool. I have no idea what he is made up of. I hope that they really, really explain this. He's definitely going to be a pseudo-legendary, I think. Yeah, like, I just want to know more about it. I want to know how he came to be, which I think we'll learn a lot about it as we progress through a lot of the information. So those are the new Pokemon, and then we have something else that is really, really interesting. We have this, a mysterious presence threatening the Alolan region, known as Ultra Beasts. Okay, let's take a look at this. So, a mysterious presence, the Ultra Beasts. In the Alolan region, rumors are flying about mysterious creatures known as Ultra Beasts. So, notice it says beasts, which means there's obviously more than one. And they're flying about. Ultra Beasts possess mighty powers and could pose a threat to humans and Pokemon, so they are feared. It appears that the Aether Foundation is also conducting research on these Ultra Beasts. So the Aether Foundation is a group that we're going to talk about in our next video. It's that mechanical island that's in the middle of the map that everybody's been wondering what it is. That's the Aether, and that's pretty much a science place where they study a bunch of stuff. I don't know. We're not going to go into that right now, though. So according to rumor, multiple Ultra Beasts exist, each of them called by a code name. So this code name that we have is UB-01. And we're going to talk about it in a little bit, its look and design and everything. But I want to read this first. So UB-01's body is composed of a glass-like substance. However, it's constantly changing shapes, never settling on one. While evidence of something like a survival instinct can be observed on UB-1, no one knows whether it has a will of its own or any emotions. It's said that for some reason its movements resemble those of a young girl. So, we had a lot of people have been talking about this. If you look at her, at this UB-01, its design is remarkably close to that of Lily. Now, Lily is the young girl that helps Professor Kukui, and we'll bring up her picture in just a sec. But you can see here, this resembles her hat, her bangs right here, her hair, and then her legs and her arms. It looks extremely, extremely close. There is no way that this UB-01, this Ultra Beast, isn't connected to her. It's definitely has something to do with her, whether it mimics her form or whether Lily somehow turns into her. Definitely check out the video. You get to see, if you watch the Japanese trailer, you actually get to see a little bit more of UB-01 coming out of a portal in space and time or from somewhere, and you get to see your character and one of the ladies of the Aether, what was it, the Aether Foundation, yeah. The lead lady of the Aether Foundation, you get to see her, you, and watching this thing come out of this portal. It's really cool. So, now that we see this, excuse me, let's find the people, trial captains, people. Let's go down and take a look at Lily. So, there is Lily right there. So you can see the hat, the bangs, she's got these long, and you can see the legs, and it really, really does resemble her. So Lily is a mysterious girl who assists the professor. This young girl is about the same age as your character, and she's working as Professor Kukui's assistant for personal reasons. She's not fond of making Pokemon fight in battles, but she loves reading and has devoured many books. Lily will play an important role in the story of Pokemon Sun and Pokemon Moon. So I think she's definitely connected somehow to this UB-01, whether it manipulates her form, whether somehow she gets sucked into a portal or something and she becomes this Pokemon, if she's half that, half the Pokemon, half person. I don't know. I think it's super interesting. But yeah, that's Lily, that's UB-01, all those new Pokemon, and we have some more stuff we're going to talk about in our next video about Lily, making a couple other connections with the trailer and other characters that we were able to meet throughout that trailer. But thank you guys so much for watching this. Let me know what you guys think about the new Pokemon and about Ultra Beasts down in the comments below. If you're excited for more Pokemon Sun and Moon news, hit that subscribe button where we try to update every single day new Pokemon stuff. Every time a new trailer comes out, we're always going to be updating, and we're just going to have a lot of fun. Let me know your thoughts on everything in the trailer. If you haven't seen it yet, then check the link down in the description box. Check out my Twitter. I'm always updating on there. And as always, guys, if you're not hydrating, you're dehydrating. Quote by Lee.